I'm 31 years old. I lived my 20s like a failure. I felt like a loser. And I really want to share a lot of life lessons that I've learned in my life, the experiences that I've experienced, the mistakes that I made, and the wisdom that I gained. But this is going to be one of those paradoxical video where I will share everything that has helped me to reach until this point in my life, but I will also tell you to only listen to yourself and nobody else. Because when you're trying to solve a particular problem and you try to gain insights from multiple sources, those sources are telling you everything from their own experiences, which is true to them. They are not trying to deceive you, they're not trying to, direct you in a wrong path. But when you hear a solution to a particular problem from four sources, there has to be a contradiction to a decision making because there will be a lot of insight that will be contradicting. That's why you're not able to take action. And me, through this video, is trying to add one more contradiction to that decision making process to make it more hard. But I will do it in a way so that you understand the core of the things that I'm trying to tell you, and you can incorporate that in your life according to your lifestyle and the life that you desire and the life that you really want to live. I was doing a lot of things. Let's get it straight. I was doing a lot of things, but at that point of time, I didn't see a point of doing these things. I ran a business, I did a job, I started a YouTube channel, didn't persist enough for the success of it. But I did a lot of things in my life that didn't make sense at that point of time. Until the age of 29, I didn't have a path, I didn't have a career, I didn't have friends, and I didn't have a social life. Who has seen my video that got viral knows what I'm talking about. Who haven't seen that video, it was a very miserable time in my own life. At that point of time, I didn't realize that it was kind of a spiritual awakening that I was experiencing, because I started to realize the things that I did wrong. I felt like nothing is working in my life. I felt like I haven't figured out life in any aspect. There are three aspects in your life: health, wealth, and relationships. I felt like I didn't figure out anything in my life, and I am almost halfway there in my own life. I am 29, active life until 60 and 70 years old, like 30-40 years more, and I fucking don't know what to do. And I know a lot of you who are in your 20s feel like that you don't have time. You feel like you have to achieve everything right now, which is good if you take actions. Isn't good if you just overthink a lot and don't take actions to see the results of it. And there is this code that I wrote yesterday which I really want to share, that you don't take actions because you overthink a lot. You overthink a lot because you want everything to be perfect. You want everything to be perfect because you don't want to embarrass yourself. You don't want to embarrass yourself because you just want to seek others people validation. You are seeking others people validation because you want to be appreciated for your efforts. You want to be appreciated for your efforts because you are doing things for other people and not for yourself. You're not doing things for yourself because you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want because you don't take actions. You don't take actions because you overthink a lot. We fucking overthink a lot because we attach ourselves to the outcomes. We want everything to be perfect. What is perfect anyway? We want to figure out life. What is figuring out life anyway? What if you magically achieve this figuring out life? You figure out life. What will you do after that? We are human beings. We always need something to explore. We always need something to do. Otherwise, we will just get depressed. So, what will you do if you delusionally figure out life? You don't have to figure out life. If you're into your 20s, you don't have to figure out your life. You just have to figure out the lifestyle that you really want to live. There is a difference between those two things. Figuring out life is like something you have to be perfect in every aspect of your life. Figuring out a lifestyle means you fail enough and eliminate a lot of things to understand the kind of life that you want to live, that you can start building in your 30s. Your 20s are the most energetic years of your life. When I was in my 20s, I heard that quote that 20s are your biggest and energetic years of your life. I heard that, but I didn't realize it until I was 30 and I saw my energy dipping. Also, the risk appetite. in your 20s is much much higher. You can take fucking risk, you can fail miserably, and you can stand up again and do things from scratch. The more you age, the more the risk appetite goes down, because more responsibilities will come. In your 20s you don't realize it, you have heard it, but you don't realize it until it comes to you. So it's better to understand that 20s are your golden period to just figure out a lifestyle. You just have to figure out a lifestyle. Fail enough times. Fail, like, we all are going to die. Everyone you know are going to die. So what's the fucking point? Then you will argue that what's the fucking point of living a life? What's the fucking point of doing anything? Okay, then if you are not going to do anything, what will you do? You have to do something. You have to do something. There is this quote that my father told me. Not a quote. My father told me one thing, which I have just kept it in my heart, and I will take it to my own grave, because that's something that I have started to live my life by. My father told me that it doesn't matter what you do, just do something. It doesn't matter if you earn from it, just do something. Don't sit idle, just do something. That's it. That's all he said. He just said three words, just do something. But I like expanded over it for you guys to understand that my father just told me to just experience life and experiment with life, fail enough times. That's what he said in those three words. Just do something. Don't sit idle. Explore, experiment. But when you do it and you are just wandering in these actions, in wandering in these things that you really want to try out, and you try it out and you fail, and then you jump onto the new thing, at that point of time you realize that you don't have any path. But you also need to remind yourself again and again that you don't have to find a path right now. You just need to eliminate things that you really don't want in your own life. Try out things, eliminate things. Try out things, eliminate things. And the things that will stick to you naturally. Because in your 20s, you don't have to pressurize yourself to pick anything. You can experiment all you want, and the things will stick to you. The things that your heart says, the things that your heart wants will stick to you so badly that you know that this is something that I really want to do something in, or really want to live this kind of life. And you will find a fucking way out to live that particular life. So that's why I'm telling you, you don't have to figure out life, because there are a lot of aspects that comes into that category. It's not just saying, yeah, I just want to figure out life and I will figure out life. You won't figure out life. There's nothing like figuring out life. Everyone you know hasn't have their life figured out. Even if you think that they are billionaires, even if you think that their life is sorted, they haven't figured out life. They just took actions. They just eliminated things. They just narrowed down their focus after a lot of failures. You have to fail. That's something that I realized too late in my life, but I have started to incorporate in my life, that I have to fail so badly, so many times, until I reach a point where I will see the ray of success, the true success. I have a plan I don't have a plan. I have a direction in which I'm leading now. The lifestyle that I really want to live, the income that I really want to have, the partner that I really want to have. I have figured out things, but I have failed a lot of times. I have failed 4 relationships. I have failed a lot of fucking careers. I have failed on YouTube. I have failed God knows how many times in how many things. But that has helped me to reach this point where I have narrowed down enough at this point of time that I can focus on these particular things, and I don't have to take care of anything else, because that has been eliminated from my life. So that I really want for you guys as well. I learned it too late, but if you have time, you do it. But it doesn't matter if you are in your 20s, you will be most energetic. But if you are not into your 20s, your 30s, 40s, 50s, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You still have time. People are just selling you FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out. People are just selling you FOMO because they are telling you that you don't have time. Who are they to decide that you don't have time? You have time to figure out things. You have time to figure out a lifestyle. But people are so indulged in instant gratification that they don't take actions for a longer period of time so that they can start seeing the results of their compounded actions. They don't, because everyone just wants instant gratification at this point of time. Social media has turned us into an instant gratification machine where we just want dopamine hit every second of our life. That's not how your life will work. But you also need to take responsibility of your own actions. Either outcome comes into your favor or not, you have to take responsibility. Because if you don't take responsibility of your own actions, you will never learn from it, because you are always blaming a situation, a person. You're just giving out control to the external factor that doesn't matter. Once you realize that, once you understand that, no matter what other person or other situation has done to influence the result not in your favor, it's still your responsibility. You are still in your control of your own life. Once you understand that no matter what, you are in control of your own life, you will start seeing from different perspective. You will open up your mind and you will evolve, because you have that courage to accept mistakes, and you have that courage to learn from it and improve in the next action or in the next decision. You can fail more miserably in the next action as well, but that doesn't matter. You will still learn from it. That's the muscle that you have to build in your 20s. You don't have to be a millionaire. That's the dream that they are selling, that you can become a millionaire by doing XYZ things in a year, in a 6 months, in 3 months. It doesn't work like that. But even if you do achieve it magically, you won't be able to keep it, because you haven't learned enough lessons to understand the importance of the thing that you have got. So that's why I'm saying failing is fucking important. Figuring out the lifestyle that you really want to live is fucking important. Taking responsibility of your own life and your own actions is fucking important. Being happy in adversity is fucking important. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care how badly you think that you have left behind, because you start comparing yourself with other people, with other friends, with everyone around you. You start comparing yourself and you feel like you are left behind. You fucking need to understand one thing, that everyone is on their own journey. No two people are same. Everyone is fucking on their own journey. I'm also sharing these things from what I've learned. This might sound cliche. My advice might sound something that has been spoken about millions of times. But this is what I've learned. And this is not something that I'm telling you because I heard somewhere. This is something that I've experienced myself and learned through my own lived experiences and mistakes that I've made. So that's why it's important. That's why I have this passion. And I'm expressing myself in this way because I lived it. I fucking lived it. Because if you're not happy in adversity, you will never be happy in abundance. We all think that if we reach a particular income milestone, or if we get this particular partner, or if we start living in this particular country, or if we do this, or if we do that, if we do achieve this, we will be happy. No, happiness is never a goal. It's a choice that you make every day. If you start learning and living happily in adversity, nothing can stop you, because no amount of adversity can hold you back, and no amount of abundance can make you more happy, because you're already happy. That's just a byproduct of it. That's something that is something that you have acquired. That's something that you have achieved. That has nothing to do with your happiness. It might be able to elevate it, but that's just for a very short period of time. The core line of happiness is something that you choose every day and you build upon it. You start being grateful. Being grateful has changed my fucking life. I kid you not. If you just want to take one lesson from this particular video, just be grateful for whatever you have. It doesn't matter how badly you think your situation is. Everything changes. Change is the only constant in life. So if everything changes, you need to be happy in everything so that nothing bothers you anymore. Neither more, neither less. Because it doesn't matter. Your happiness is not attached to the outcomes that are not in your control. Your happiness is attached to the things that you do every single day to reach that particular outcome. It doesn't matter if you reach that particular outcome or not, because that's never a goal. You're just working towards it. That's it. That's all matter. You detach yourself from the outcome. You be grateful. You take risk. You fail enough times. You figure out the lifestyle that you want to live. If you do it in your 20s, that will fucking change your life in your 30s. Even if you don't have a single rupee to your name, even if you don't have your life figured out, you will have such a fucking strong foundation that you will eliminate so many things, and you have narrowed down your vision to a particular thing because you know that this is what I want, this is my heart wants. And once you start building on it, there is no stopping you. You will see a lot of videos who will tell you that you don't have time because you are too old, you don't have time because you didn't do XYZ things. It doesn't matter. They are sharing from their own experiences. I am sharing from my own experiences. It's your fucking life. Understand, take control of your life and understand what applies to your life and what doesn't. Not everything that I said in this video will apply to you. Not everything that I said in this video you will understand at this point of time. But once you start understanding the things by yourself, you will understand that what I was saying was right. But it was from my own experiences. But then you will understand things from your own experiences. And that's how you should live. I have always made the mistake of talking to a lot of people for a particular problem, which I have the answer because my heart knows what I really want to do. But I just want some validation. And even if I got the validation, I didn't take any action because I never wanted to take action in the first place. I just wanted everything to be perfect. There's nothing as perfect. Perfect is subjective. What is perfect for me might not be perfect for you. Then what is perfect? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the passion in my voice that I really want you to understand that nothing is perfect? Just take fucking action, fail enough times, and you will be sorted for your whole life, even if you have fucking nothing in your life working out for you, because you would have gained so much of experience to live a life that you really want to live, and then you can start building on it. If you got any value from this, I would really like to know your views on this. Comment it down below. And if you really want to talk to me one on one, you can find a link below, and you can book a call with me, and I can help you to understand where you want to go in your own life from my experiences and the tools that I have, which will help you to give a roadmap, in a sense that you will understand, okay, this is a direction that I really want to go. If you want that, you can definitely book a call from the link down below. And as always, be happy and be grateful for the life that you have, because everything changes.